Yeah, we'll obviously have a great relationship with Mark Radford and have got to know, some of the assistants on a more personal level over the last few months, since being in school and getting home and stuff. And I was just blessed to have this opportunity come up and, a notable spot for development players and to grow your game and to possibly contribute. And I want to see how good I can be as a basketball player, and to be able to stay home and do that is just a great bonus.
Was that always the intention for you to sign with the Jack Jumpers one day?
Yeah, I always, wanted to play for Tasmania at some point in my career. I had no real idea if it was going to be this soon, and it's just happened to work out that way. And really lucky to have this opportunity, and be able to stay home amongst friends and family, and yeah, really lucky, for sure.
How closely, I mentioned you would have followed it really closely when you were in America, with the whole starting up with the team in the first season. What was it like for you seeing Tasmania come back onto the NBL map?
Oh, it was brilliant. I mean, it's provided, exciting, program for Tasmanians to support and love, and the success on the floor, over the first two seasons has been pretty special. So, being a part of that is obviously great, and I think, the program wants to use those first 2 years as a stepping stone for bigger things, and that's what you're trying to do, trying to win championships and things like that. So, but it was awesome watching from afar, definitely.
Why is it so special for you to play for your home state?
I think being a Tasmanian is just different. I think, there's something special about coming from here, and when you leave, it's always exciting to come back, in whatever capacity that is. And, to be in a professional environment in your home state is a rarity, and it's only, professional program we have in our state. So an awesome opportunity, and yeah, very grateful, for sure.
I guess when you were basketball tragic growing up as a kid, obviously the Jack Jumpers weren't here. And what impact do you think that will have on the next generation coming through? And do you feel like the level of, amount of talent that's in the NBL will only increase over the next 5-10 years?
Yeah, I think it will definitely increase, and I think even just more, people in the community just like basketball now because of, the platform that the Jack Jumpers have. Like non-basketball families, non-basketball people have grown more passionate about basketball because of the existence of the JJs, and I think local talent itself, it's something to support, something to strive for, and I hope that I'm a cool example of that, for sure.
Talk us through your previous lady. You mentioned you had a great relationship with Mark in the background there. Embarrassed him a little bit now. Talk us through that sort of relationship and I guess the messaging that the Jack Jumpers sent you that convinced you that was the right move for you.
Yeah, well, he's been my coach and mentor since I was a young kid playing basketball the whole way through. So the opportunity to be under his guidance every day and to understand that I'm not a finished product, but I want to see how good I can be as a basketball player whilst helping to contribute to something bigger than myself, it ends up being a no-brainer when you have people like that in your corner and you know that you're in good hands.
We followed your progress closely at CBU. What sort of impact did that have on your development as a player?
Yeah, it was a really cool experience, and I think I'd encourage any young player, if they can get over there and develop and grow as a person and player, to go and do so. And I learned a lot about the game of basketball and about life, and I think without that experience I may not be able to be in this position to have this opportunity. So that's propelled me towards being in this professional environment, and I was very grateful for that opportunity to play in California, definitely.
There's the motivation as well, is just to prove to everybody in the NBL scene that I'm not just on this team because I'm Tasmanian, I'm here because I'm pretty good at playing basketball.
Yeah, of course, and I think anyone that knows me knows that I'm a very hungry competitor, and I take a lot of pride in my ability, and like I said, I know I'm not a finished product as a player, but I think that's the good thing about a development spot, is you have a chance to improve, but I also want to come into practice and each day and knock on the door and show people that I'm there to compete and try to compete for minutes and things of that nature to help the team be great. Sure.
Just with Sire then, obviously he did the DP position, he's from Launceston, so pretty similar to yourself. Have you just been able to pick his brains a little bit about what the experience might look like? Yeah,
it was really cool to catch up extensively with Sire yesterday and appreciate his experience, and great mates with him. So pretty cool that he's done it, and I'll be able to ask a few more things of how his experience was and take that and run. But yeah, really cool to have him back in the state and catch up, definitely.
Just on your family connection, mate, it's been noted about your dad Ben, played more than 500 games in the NWBU. Can you talk to me a bit about what it's been like among the family that you're signing today, and how special it is for you, Dad?
Yeah, I think they've always, been pushing for me to take this opportunity, and they understand that there'll be a lot of great benefits to it, and probably selfishly for them, get to keep me around. Pretty good guy. So he's been nothing but supportive, and he's been a major catalyst in my basketball since I was a kid, and he would support me no matter what I did. But the fact that he gets to see me stay in Tasmania, and I'm sure he's pretty happy about that, which is great.
Being away from home in America for so long, was that a major factor that you wanted to stay home and get around that support network again, and that hopefully translates off the court into the best basketball on the court?
Yeah, not necessarily like a big thing for me. I think just an added bonus. I think I wanted to be anywhere where I had the chance to be the best player I could possibly be, regardless of what that looked like straight away. And it just happens to be in Tasmania right now, and that's a cool thing.
What's it been like for you being black with the Thunder as well? Going back to your hometown and being part of that team. Just talk us through what that experience has been like for you.
Yeah, that was great. So I basically, as soon as I finished my school commitments, I basically jumped on a plane and come home and suited up for Northwest Tassie, and that's been a lot of fun. And the legs are probably paying for a little bit of that right now. I've been a bit tired, jumping straight from the college season to the NBL 1 season, and I'll learn better in the future in a pro environment how to navigate that stuff. But that's been a lot of fun, and I've really enjoyed it, and I think we can build on a sort of shaky start and finish off the season really strongly.
Did it sort of convince you to pursue the Jack Jumpers as an option as opposed to maybe an interstate team, reconnecting with that feeling of playing in your home state?
Yeah, it's obviously super cool being able to play in front of friends and family, and that's something that I haven't had the privilege of having over the last 4 years being in the States. So that's just another added bonus. As a professional athlete, you just want the best situation for you, and all that extra stuff is, like I said, a bonus.
I guess you just spent the last few years trying to prove yourself as an Aussie going to America. You need to try and prove yourself and show what you can do, and I guess you come into here now and the next step up and going through that process all over again, which is obviously something you clearly relishing at the moment. Yeah,
it's like there's no hiding, it's a business, so you have to prove what you can do, and you have to showcase your worth, in a professional environment. And I'm really excited and privileged just to have that opportunity. A lot of people want to be professional athletes, and not many people get to, so it's a great first stepping stone for me, but I want to repay the faith and do what I can to help this team in any way I can.
I'm sure you made a lot of friends in the US when you were over there. Were any of them confused about what a Jack Jumper was?
So I haven't actually had many extensive conversations about me signing or whatever with people back home. It's still pretty fresh, but watching the team over the last couple of years, there are some interesting conversations like, what is a Jack Jumper? And it's a jumping ant, it bites, it's dangerous. It might look small, but it's dangerous. It probably doesn't sound as crazy as a taipan or whatever, but deadly.